All right, people. Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry for that terrible like drop off. This is the problem when you have kids. My kids decide that it was fun to hide behind the TV and unplug the wireless router. I don't know why. Then
Yeah, go
again, it
ahead,
is a
please.
then again it is a Friday, so they feel that they could do whatever they want on a Friday. All right, so anyways, like we're just gonna jump in right where we freaking left off because everybody's gonna pop in any minute now. My guys are pretty loyal. What is that? Anyways, all right, so we left off at arms. That's where this shit
Hands.
crashed on. Hands. All right. So to make this more spicier now, let's go ahead and jump into the more important games. So they showed off one of the things they showed off the important battery life. Battery life 2.5 to 6 hours of gameplay. That all depends on the game you're playing. So that all depends on the game you're playing. So they already showed that Zelda or Breath of the Wild takes about 3 hours before it's a completely dead system. But you got USB Type C, and if you're like me, you already got a battery backup with 20,000 milliamps. So yeah, I'm good. So Frag, go ahead, man. How do you feel about this battery life thingy?
I feel fine. It's great.
All right, so Blandrew, battery life
Wait, so it's 2 to 6 hours?
2.5 to 6. Yeah, depending on games. So let's play. If you're playing an indie game, you're probably gonna get a full 6 hours. Anything that's graphically demanding is gonna drop off.
I think. Well, I guess that's fine. I mean, yeah, I'm okay with it.
You sure, man? You sound a little iffy, man. Come on, man. Speak your mind, man.
It depends on the game because I know like stuff like Zelda. Well, we'll talk about that later, but yeah, it really depends on what I'm playing at the time.
All right. So, Ray, how do you feel about this?
Doesn't bother me. I go to work, come back home, so I can plug in the system anywhere in the house, which is okay. I usually, when I travel, I'm always either driving. So in terms of me taking it to like work or something, the battery life, that's fine with me. Like I can go to the room and just chill without being plugged in. And the USB-C charges devices extremely quick.
Extremely freaking quick.
Yeah, so it's like, 2 hours and a half. Well, you plug it in for 15 minutes, you got another hour you can play with.
You get about a good 20 to 30% charge off of 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. So they did it, even though it doesn't last that long, they did the right move by putting a USB-C.
Okay, cool. So, Takun, talk to me about this battery life, sir.
All right. So I'm going to talk about it from the average user point of view. I'm going to talk about it from my point of view. So for the average person, this is not going to be a big deal at all. People don't leave their house for, 2.5 to 6 hours, and spend all that time gaming. So it's not going to bother the average person. Most people actually don't really play their handheld consoles outside of their home anyways. Or if they do play handheld consoles outside their house, they're at some place that has a wall outlet regardless. So overall, it's not really going to bother most people, even though a lot of people are going to complain about this. For me, though, this battery life, I'm going to have to watch what games
Hey,
I...
Takun, you got kind of like a list or like a sting when you talk.
Oh, that's me, I guess.
Do me a favor, mute your mic for a second.
All right.
Yep.
Yep.
Now keep it like that.
It was fine on the other
rest of the podcast.
All right. Yeah. So all right. You already said your take on it. So
Well, no, I said for me, it's gonna suck. I invested $80 into extended battery for my 3DS that triples the battery life. So I'm the guy that needs extra battery life. So this bothers me, but for the average person,
you
it doesn't
truly
matter.
see yourself on the road playing for more than 6 hours consistently?
Yes. My grandma and my dad live on the other side of Washington State, which is about 5.5, 6 hours away.
Okay, okay. All right, I can't hate on that. Okay. So battery life out of the way. I don't see a problem with it. I already have a backup battery, 20,000 milliamp for that life. So let's jump into the better half of it. So Xenoblade 2 was shown off. I'm waiting on some type of excitement here. No one's excited.
I thought Xenoblade Chronicles X looked better, but that's me.
You don't like the kitty look to it, the more animated type of look to it.
No, sir.
No.
I like it. I just wish they stuck with the original art style. It just comes across as a generic type RPG, but I'm still looking forward to it.
Okay. Anybody could jump in. We're not taking turns on this one.
I'm didn't had never played none of them.
What?
Yeah, the last Xeno I played was the one for the PS2.
Xenoblade.
Damn, yo, you need to be beaten, sir.
I tried the one for the Wii U. I didn't like the battle system, so that's why I stopped playing it. Felt a lot more like an MMO,
Hmm.
Oh,
and
wow.
I couldn't get into it. But I'm gonna give this one a chance. It looks fun, looks good. You know how I'm really big in Japanese RPG, so like I'm looking forward for it. Like I'm definitely going to like try it out. So why
Looks
not?
like it might be a sequel.
Yeah, might be. Okay.
Yeah, the story. It looks like this one actually has a story to go with it, and so Xenoblade 2 out the way. Looks dope. Can't wait. It's gonna be a launch title
It's
for me.
okay.
You're not gonna let me
It's
jump
I
okay.
mean, it's not gonna be a launch title, but it is a day one pickup for me. But let's go into where the hype came in.
They said that game was coming out this year.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
coming out this year in America and Europe, so I'm assuming Japan as well.
All right, so let's get into the real thing.
What's the real thing?
Mario in New York City
Mhm.
or in the real world?
Grand Theft Mario?
Yo,
That's what we all
Badass
wanted.
Mario, let's go.
all
we
I needed,
wanted.
all I needed
Auto
was Mario to pull out a gat and just start laying people out. Even Bowser had on like a top hat, looking like a gangster. I was
He
like,
was, he was a pimp. He was
yo,
pimping Peach. He was
He
pimping
was
Peach.
either a pimp or OG gangster, maybe a bit of both, but it was lit.
yo. So I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I had to look at the trailer twice. I looked at it the first time and I was analyzing graphical detail. And
Oh,
from what I could see, it looked amazing. The art style just looks amazing, but that's just Nintendo's thing. Like, it looked amazing. Then I actually looked at the gameplay, and I was like when he threw that hat, holy shit! And then he jumped on it. I was like, it's over. This is crazy. I'm hyped. But
Yep.
Ray,
That would probably sound lame to the average person how you just threw a hat and jumped on it. But yeah, Mario looks like super cool. I'm excited for that game.
Yeah, if you look closely in the trailer, like the one of the parts that impressed me the most was when he was running through like the woods, the details on the trees, on the lighting, the everything looked so good, like a huge improvement from the last Mario to this one. And I'm still waiting for Samurai Mario. Listen,
Samurai
Listen.
Mario. Okay.
listen. If you guys, I think what is it? The creator of Mario, he came into 3 talk shows. I think in the past like months, and he was wearing a shirt with Mario with a samurai outfit. And I thought that was gonna show in the trailer like a spoiler, like try to like hint to it.
Yeah.
Didn't come out. A little bit disappointed for that. So hopefully that. On the other hand, they didn't show no power ups.
Yeah, and there was no coins. Those definitely weren't coins.
No, they didn't show no power ups. So everybody knows in every Mario there's some kind of power ups. Like the last one, they had a cat.
He's got his hat, bro. He's gonna throw his hat in
Yeah.
fire, and it's gonna
He's gonna
boomerang
put the
back.
cat suit in the hat.
So Takun, wait, no, you take a while. So Frag,
Right.
your feel on this masterpiece of Mario. What is it? Mario Odyssey? Mario World Odyssey? What is it?
Super Mario Odyssey.
I don't know
Super
about
Mario
masterpiece, but it looked
That
cool.
is a masterpiece, dude.
It looked cool. That's my answer.
It looked cool.
Yeah, that's it. Just
All
cool.
right.
Not great. Not amazing. Just cool.
All right, Taco, and hit me up, man.
So I don't know how long you guys know me, but I know Dark Cloud knows that I don't like Mario. I am not a Mario fan in the least. But
But
when I saw this trailer, it was just so good. It just reinvigorated everything that just made Mario magical and great. And it took me back to like the good
I
old
want to see
days.
this trailer. I didn't see this trailer.
Like it was crazy. All just like that, just all the different settings. It's good to see now what Nintendo can do with Mario when they have hardware that is actually comparable to their competition now. So that was really awesome to see as well.
Comparable-ish.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot closer to the current competition than the past couple of consoles were. Let's be real here. But yeah, just everything about it looked cool. It looked crisp. That's a day one purchase for me.
yeah, and let's not forget they threw in region free.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
import.
dude, that made half of the conference viable for me because they're like, "This is Japan only. This is Japan only." I'm like, "Not anymore, son."
Like one of the things when I went to Japan and I wanted to get Monster Hunter early, and I was like, "Damn, I don't have a Japanese 3DS, new 3DS." But I went online and I read that there's an actual way to actually launch a Japanese game with the actual with a Japanese game on an American system, and I'm like, it's too complicated. But now that this was there, like, yo, this is crazy. I'm actually excited that was pretty cool. That was actually good on their part. And this is gonna be a two-part thing because I'm gonna let you guys jump in and for the sake of time. But not only did region free, but we will be paying for online services.
Yeah.
We could thank Sony and Xbox for that shit.
Yep.
I don't really have much to say on this. That's gonna come out in kind words, so I don't want to turn into Yellow Hulk or be that nigga, as the phrase be.
I mean,
So,
I do like the fact that the pay services is not gonna come until the fall. So it's given us enough time to see if it's gonna be worth buying the online system. Because really think about it. Do you really play with your friends online? Not that much.
not that much.
It's like maybe Super Smash Brothers, but that's it. So it gives us enough time to test it out to see if it's worth it, you know, to see how like the chat is gonna work, how the connectivity, the matchmaking. It gets you a chance to test it out with a good period of time, not just 2 weeks and just okay, you have to pay for it if you want it.
Yeah, I completely agree. Frag, how do you feel about this paywall?
Sorry, say again.
How do you feel about paying to play online with Nintendo?
I'm fine with it. I paid for the other two, so I don't mind.
Yeah, but you know what that is? That's $180 a month now.
A month?
True, if it
No,
takes
What? What are you talking about?
I mean, if you, a year, that's a year. That's a lot of money, man.
Most people don't own all three consoles, so I guess that's a problem for people who can't buy all three
So you're saying
consoles.
this is a problem for me then?
I
yeah,
guess
for
so.
me.
I guess so. Yeah. Sorry.
All right, I understand. I understand how you feel, asshole. But so Taco, lay it on me, sir. How do you feel about paying, man?
I had a feeling it was just gonna be a matter of time before Nintendo was just like, "Hey, we can get away with charging for online too." But I just was hoping and praying the day would never come. But here it is. Like everyone said, at least we have a little chance to like test drive it first before we decide whether we want to go balls deep in it or not. I know I'm gonna ultimately end up paying for it because Splatoon 2, Smash Bros, and Mario Kart, and who knows what else Nintendo might come up with later on. But as far as paying for online, I'm not okay with that. But they do have some other services that they're going to tag along with it. So I think that's what I'm most interested in see if that's worth it.
Okay. Blandrew, paying, sir.
I'm just overall disappointed with it, you know, and it's like they're doing it the worst out of Microsoft and Sony. You don't even get to keep your SNES or NES games at the end of the month. They're tying voice chat behind it, and Nintendo's not in a position to where they can charge for online right now. They haven't proven themselves.
Not yet. That's why it's free.
Not
right
yet. That's
not yet. If they can like really blow me away when the Switch comes out, I mean, I guess it should still be free regardless. But I'm just disappointed.
Damn, man, you hurt, bro.
Yeah, the only way I could deal with the games like you're not keeping it if they don't charge 60. If they charge like 40 a year, maybe 35 a year,
Aren't they adding online to those
the
games?
games.
Didn't they say they were adding online or something to those games?
But yeah, that was one of the things that they're going to do, add online to some of the virtual console games that they'll release. So hopefully that's a very good sign for the virtual console that they're going to have for the Switch. I'm all for that.
Yeah, and also no Ethernet jack.
Oh, that pissed me off so much.
Yeah.
No Ethernet jack.
I think they set your Wii virtual jack should work though.
That's the problem though, man. And they didn't show off any type of virtual console for GameCube. We know it's a thing. They didn't show it, didn't talk about it. I think this was the presentation to just have everybody say, I know what the Switch is. There are a lot of people that still don't know what the Switch is. Some people went off with like, even Tim Geddes, which is a freaking diehard Nintendo fan on what is it? God, that Kind of Funny Games. He was disappointed. They didn't show off that many games. They didn't show off any type of virtual console. And I know the reason they did motion controls because I feel in my heart that Wii games are going to be virtual console.
That makes sense.
So I mean, and I refuse to pay online for another online service. Like no disrespect, but there's not a lot of Nintendo dudes I talk to on the other side, man. And to be completely honest, there's not a lot of dudes in the PlayStation side I talk to anyways. Only reason I pay for PlayStation because I'm a Vita owner. I get free games every month, and you know I need it to play games online. I'm like I said in my Twitter thing, I'm not gonna find myself doing competitive Call of Duty or Battlefield on the Switch. You know what I'm saying? Even though those games may never come, but I'm kind of hurt by this whole. This thing was their way to basically win back the audience, and they did. Let's not lose any. Give them this credit them because
not according to Twitter.
Well, what did Twitter say?
Who do you think I'm talking about?
oh yeah. Hard 8 and the rest of the bunch.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a little hurt, man. I will never. Here's the thing with the Switch that most people need to understand, and you guys could chime in on this too. The Nintendo Switch, there's no way, shape, and form, and we're not going off top from the presentation. The no way, shape, or form should the Switch or Nintendo's next console be a powerhouse.
Nope.
No way, shape, or form does it need to have the same online infrastructure as the PlayStation, or does it need to have the same AAA title games or third-party games. No way, shape, or form. Nintendo needs to be in their own category. And any deep Nintendo fan, even Shokio, saying that this was the worst presentation ever or whatever it is, that doesn't make any sense because there's no way that this thing could have come out and say, new Nintendo system, it's more powerful like the GameCube, regular controller, using standard disc, and everybody has the same online structure and all of this greatness. And then people were going to say, okay, I'm done with my Xbox and PlayStation. That shit is not going to happen.
No.
Nintendo PlayStation and Xbox has made that thin-ass line where it's, I have my friends on PlayStation or Xbox. There's no third door or third room or even second door to say, I'm gonna now play on the Switch, and that's gonna be my main place to play games. That's not gonna happen. So Nintendo going this route, being this jack of all trades, being where they know where they're going with third party, the 3DS, their handheld market developers on board with this shit. 80 titles in the making, and all of this stuff. This was the only way that they could have gone, and this shit is going to sell. And one other thing I want to add in is Super Nintendo World, Universal Studios is gonna help this shit sell like fire when parents are at Universal Studios and their kids are like, "Mom, I want to Switch now," because they're gonna incorporate it that way. This is the smartest move Nintendo could have done. Anybody disagree with me? I got anything to add on that?
I'm with you 100%. It's like I've been telling people that like they're not gonna like automatically switch to the Switch like 3 years into this generation and make it their primary console. Whenever somebody buys a secondary console, they're not usually using it for two primaries. They're usually getting it for exclusives they can't get on their primary. And combining the console and handheld department into one device means you're getting more exclusives. So you get more Nintendo games on your platform instead of just having a list of multiplats that you weren't going to buy anyway and just a handful of console Nintendo games, and then we're split back to having, why can't this game be on the console? I want Pokemon. Why does 3DS get Kid Icarus? Why does 3DS get all these RPGs? Like, I think this was the best course of action, and it would have been like $400 if they were to make a strong traditional console. Yeah, this was probably the best thing they could have done.
Takun, man, I know you got a lot to say on this one.
Oh, a lot to say on what's the question exactly?
Basically everything that I said. Do you disagree, or was there anything you had that you wanted to add towards this? Like my whole like spiel on I literally just broke down on these dumbasses on the internet. Like anything you want to add to that?
Oh, if these people got what they wanted, they would not like it at all. Let's just be real here. It's like you guys said, if they had all the power and stuff that they really wanted, this thing would easily be $400 or $500 minimum. So it's like I said earlier, I was already like thoroughly surprised by $300, and we're getting all the technology that's in this thing. Plus, there's a bunch of like extra accessories and stuff that comes with it. I don't know what strings Nintendo pulled. I don't know what kind of deal you have to make with the devil to get that price and make it profitable day one. Day one profit. Like, I don't know what magic they pulled to do that in the first place, but I mean, if this thing was as powerful or like up to date with the PS4 Pro and Scorpio, it would be a nightmare for everyone. No one would buy it, guaranteed.
No, nobody would never do. Like, think about like all the Nintendo systems that have been out. Like me, like every time I get a Nintendo system is just to play exclusives. When I had the GameCube, Twilight Princess, Resident Evil 4. After I beat all the exclusive, if it's not my friends coming over and play, never turned it on. It's the same thing with the Wii, same thing with the Wii U, and it's gonna be the same thing with the Switch. It's not gonna be my primary console. It's gonna be there when like all those good games exclusive come out, my friends come over. It's not gonna be a game I'm gonna log online and say, hey, let me see who's online. Let me see who I want to play. Let me see. No, I want to sit down and play Zelda. I want to play Mario. I'll play all these cool first-party games. That's it. Like, I don't see why this should be charging for online. Like, the only people that are gonna play online are the people that are gonna be playing Splatoon.
And that's it. Yo, real talk. People need to stop sleeping on that game. That game takes skill.
No, I agree with that. I'm not trying to sleep on the game, but the people that play multiplayer games like that, like competing with other people, is gonna be Splatoon. Maybe NBA. That's it.
Frag, how do you feel? You got anything to add to this?
Not really. No.
All right. Cool.
Can we switch it back to me real quick?
Yeah. Real quick before we stick a fork in this one completely.
No. This is actually completely different talk. I'm gonna switch it up. I just realized when you guys talked about Splatoon, that's the reason why it has 8-player local wireless, 8-player LAN. is because it's 4v4 in Splatoon and esports. You don't do internet. It's all LAN.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that esports arena for Splatoon and that reveal trailer wasn't just a bunch of hocus pocus.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to throw that out there. Move on.
Okay, cool. And I got one last thing for all the diehard people that's in here watching it. Anybody that watches Hard 8, BG. Let me ask y'all this question, and there's no one in here need to answer because I already know what they're gonna say. If the Switch came out 4K, 1080, 60, would any of those guys drop all the consoles they got right now to make this be their main console to play Battlefield? We're gonna move on.
I can answer this. I mean,
we already know the answer.
No, they answered it. I asked them before we even knew the specs of the system, and they said, "Hell no, I'm not buying a Nintendo Switch to make it my primary console."
No,
They said they only want it for exclusive, so I was wondering why they were crying about the lack of multiplats to begin with. But
exactly, they don't know what they want. They're just out to talk shit, and it doesn't make any sense. None of that makes any sense. And if I'm not on Weapon Wheel tomorrow, whoever's there, I want them to ask them that same question. If they answer nope, then shut the fuck up about Switch. Done.
Sure, I want to sit there waiting for a match for 64 players to hop on the Switch.
Exactly.
Nope. Stop. Nope.
Yeah, it's I always call them pixel peeping hoes. But anyways, moving on. The Shin Megami Tensei, that whole thing to me, they didn't show any gameplay. That whole section right there was very, very sketchy. They had developers come on, and two of them talked about a game. They didn't show anything at all.
well, that was No More Heroes, and what else?
I forgot what the other one was. Sega. We don't even know what the fuck Sega's working on.
Oh, the Yakuza guy.
Yeah, we have no idea what it is. There was nothing. There was no bring back of a Metroid game. There was none of that.
Didn't even show Pokemon, and they confirmed it was coming for the Switch.
Exactly. This is the things that I'm saying that that little section right there should have been where everybody. That's when it should have started getting hype. You know, how do you feel? How do you what do you guys think about that whole little section right there? I think it was a waste of time. All of them should have came up and just said what they're working on, and then that's it. Or not even. Just show a box with their games up top, and then they all just bowed and then went on their business because it was a waste of time.
Yeah, it really was.
Takun, how do you feel about that little section right there?
That was definitely dragged on longer than it should have been. I definitely appreciated the announcements. I fanboyed all over the place when No More Heroes 3 was officially announced, or at least the next No More Heroes. So, but yeah, the guy Suda51, he was on stage too long, and it was really just, hey, I'm working on it. That's it. Could have been left at that.
Mm-hmm. Frag, how do you feel about that little section right there?
Once again, I have no comments on that. It was too brief to have form an opinion about it.
That's exactly it was pointless, man. Then we got the sizzle reel. They started showing off games. We saw a lot of the games that we already seen. They showed off new Fire Emblem from Team Ninja. So that was I don't know what the hell it's gonna be.
Fire Emblem Warriors. They already
Fire Emblem. I know Fire Emblem Warriors, but I don't know what it's gonna be. Is it gonna be what is that? A strategy RTS or Dynasty a strategy game? It's gonna be a Dynasty Warrior type game. I have no idea.
It is definitely Dynasty Warriors.
I would have loved to seen some actual gameplay. And then we're on to what else happened after that? Because after Scissor Reel, it started getting a little boring. I think after Scissor Reel, that was it. They went on to Canada presenting the Switch, and then Reggie talking about the Switch, and then they brought up Zelda. Breath of the Wild, and that
the best trailer.
The best damn when I watched that trailer, I had chills.
When I watched, I was like, "This is a Switch trailer. This is not a Wii U trailer. This is an official Switch trailer."
You had chills.
I had chills. I had.
Did you turn up the heat? That's probably
That's what Nintendo was supposed to do for him, man.
Yeah, that trailer was amazing. It caught me by surprise, like left and right. Like even saw like the graphics comparison that IGN did. Night and day.
Yo, the graphics.
It's more like night and like evening.
No, dude. And then the voice acting. Yo, I'm probably gonna sound like a little BT. I'm gonna sound like a little B right now. But when I was watching the trailer, I already started getting emotional. Especially the part where I'm pretty sure that Zelda started crying. I'm like, yo, what is happening? What is happening while she's crying? I need to play this now. I need to play this right now. And to go with that real quick, so some of the clowns on the internet have already started saying that this game got a graphics downgrade.
No.
I did not see it at all. I don't know where they got that photo from, but that was just total retardation.
I saw a lot more. Yeah, when they show like Link on top of the hill and they show like the open field, I saw a lot more details in the distance than what I saw in the Wii U trailers.
Mm-hmm.
When that
Like,
trailer
I thought-
started, I didn't even think it was Zelda because it just looks so detailed.
So Takun, let's get you out the way first. How do you feel about that trailer and the actual? It's a launch game, and then how do you feel about this so-called downgrade that's being talked about?
Obviously, I really enjoyed the trailer. If I just pre-ordered the game, like that's the only game I have pre-ordered for the Switch right now. It's paid off in full. I'm getting that day one.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it just like all that trailer was everything you expect from like a modern hype video game trailer. It's like the voice acting, it threw me off because it was actually good, and it's like the first time we had voice acting in Zelda as well. So that kind of blew me away, and it just looked really beautiful, and it looked like it had a lot of emotional content to it as well. So I'm definitely looking forward to it, without a doubt. I wasn't even aware of this visual downgrade rumor. I didn't see nothing.
Oh, you didn't want to see it. There was a pretty nasty like Twitter comment section going on.
I did not see any visual downgrade in this trailer at all.
You remember that the very first trailer where Link was in the field with Epona and then he was getting shot at and ran away?
Yeah.
That's their trailer. That's the picture, the video they're talking about where they got that picture from, and then comparing it to now.
Dude, when you watch that trailer, I was like, "What the fuck is he talking about? Where did they even find this? What mountain is Link on where it looked that downgraded?" Because I didn't run across that mountain where he looked like straight out of like, N64. I was like, that shit looks tampered with.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yo, it's like all these Nintendo fans always. I mean, these haters for Nintendo always have something negative to say about anything. And then, I got a question to throw in here. So, Jabari Jones says, people have to understand if Nintendo made a powerhouse console, the epic Zelda and Mario games would benefit from it. I completely disagree. What do you guys think about that? Basically, his response is, if the Switch was way more powerful, would the games would actually run and look much better, and it'd be way more graphical, and there would be a lot more things to do with the game. First of all, have you seen the open world in Breath of the Wild?
Yeah. You know Breath of the Wild is 60 frames per second, right?
Exactly. 1080p, 60 frames a second, 720p, I don't know what frames a second on the tablet.
62 on the tablet.
Oh, if that's the case, then Nintendo doesn't need all that hardware.
60 FPS on tablet. That's where the 2.5 hours comes from.
Yeah. Exactly. No, it wouldn't make a difference. The games still look good. They look amazing. More powerful system doesn't mean anything for Zelda and Mario.
I think most. Go ahead.
The way that the new Zelda looks, how big is the world, how they trying to tell you that you can literally do anything you want in there. I don't need a powerful system. The Switch is perfect for that.
But we need more blades of grass.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yo,
exactly.
no lie.
That enemy needs one more whisker. We could have put that one whisker.
No, I'm not even gonna lie, but I will say this. Doesn't it look like, because I've been playing a ton of HDR games lately, it looks like Breath of the Wild looks like it was made with like HDR enhancements within it, because the way like the sunlight hits, yo, the game just looks beautiful. Fuck it, the game looks amazing, and I can't wait. Frag, is this game amazing? Are you freaking excited, dude?
I'm excited. Can you hear it in my voice? Super excited.
This is what Frag sounds like right before sex. So this is probably the most exciting he's gonna be for a Nintendo game. See?
Yay!
But you really didn't like the Zelda trailer?
No, he likes.
I'm excited. This is me excited.
Oh, well.
No, he's dead ass excited. He's just messing around. But I'm actually excited that this is a day one. Now, one thing I did see, if you look up a YouTube video from IGN, they showed off that that collectible statue with the sword in it. The sword looked flimsy as fuck.
Yeah, I saw Reggie holding that. It was bending all over the place.
Yeah, I hope that's not the finished product, man.
Better not be. I paid like $150 for that thing.
Why so much? It was $129.
Yeah, I wanted to get it day one. I had to ship it from GameStop.
Oh, okay. See, this is what happened when you have gamers on lock from GameStop, from Best Buy. But anyways, I got mine from GameStop, but I got some people that got me free shipping.
Wish Amazon got it.
Yeah, man. Yo, but Amazon was supposed to get it. But now that we've got the conference out of the way, there was no fucking talk of internal memory. We had to look for everything else offline. Accessories are expensive as hell for this thing. And either Nintendo is being greedy because the system is obviously selling at profit. Anybody believes it's not, they're crazy. The system's selling at a profit, maybe at $25 or whatever it is. They're gonna charge for online, and that controller does not look $70, son.
Nope.
Depends.
No. You better vomit out that Kool-Aid real quick.
No, don't worry. I'll wait my turn to explain.
All right.
I'm gonna explain it right now.
Please. How do you feel about everything I just said?
That's a broad question. We've been talking for about over an hour now. Sounds like a bunch of rambling. Incorrectly used words. Oh, are you talking about something else? What?
Finding out about what type of memories in the system, finding about what type of memory cards it takes, the accessories being too expensive. What's your take on that?
That's still kind of broad. I mean, I don't know. It's fine. I don't have a problem with the pricing right now.
What's the price of the Joy-Cons? Not the Neo Joy-Cons, but just the regular Joy-Cons.
It's the same. They're both like $80.
Really?
Just for the Joy-Cons, and then the dock is separate for $30.
Huh.
You said how much is the dock?
The dock is $30. The Joy-Cons are $80. So if you get them both together, it's like $110 plus tax. It's stupid expensive.
That I did not know about the dock. That's actually pretty badass. So I'm just gonna buy a whole bunch of docks. One in the office. I'm gonna buy a dock for the living room. I'm gonna buy a dock for the bedroom.
For the bathroom.
If I put a TV in there, then I'm definitely buying a dock for the theater room. That's not that expensive. $30?
Oh no, not the Switch dock. Those are the Joy-Con dock.
Oh, come on.
The Switch dock is $90.
Hell no.
No, they don't have a Switch dock separately yet.
You know, I was gonna say, how can you charge like $80 for Joy-Cons and then make the console $300?
Yeah.
HD Rumble, my man.
Yeah.
Well, if you think about it, PlayStation charges $60 for their controllers. You only get one. This now that you actually mention that, it is kind of like a ripoff. $80 to $90 for the actual Joy-Cons. The system's $299.
Oh, the tablet too. I forgot that.
Yeah, but the tablet too. It's a capacitive touchscreen. Thank God for that. If somebody would have said a resistive touchscreen, I wouldn't have pre-ordered it. But $70 for that controller. Ray, hit me up, bro. How you feel about them prices, dude?
It's high. It's high, but you know I'm not paying $70 for that controller. They got from my discount at work.
Yeah, but I'm not a Best Buy employee, so that doesn't work out for me.
Yeah, but for honestly $70, I will have to see like if it's small, if it's big, is it like if it's gonna have like all the technology for like the Joy-Cons built into it. Like, is it just gonna have like a basic rumble or like the new one? Everything depends on that. How much is the battery? If it uses rechargeable batteries, or just double batteries. Like
the Joy-Cons? I don't think the Joy-Cons open up.
No, I'm talking about like the actual. I'm talking about the Pro controller. I'm talking about the Pro controller.
If they're doing it, the Pro controller might open up.
Yeah, if the Pro, everything is like ifs with the Pro controller. I still think it's expensive.
Blandrew, talk to me, bro. How you feel about them expensive ass prices?
I can understand the Joy-Cons, I guess, but the Pro controller, we just need to see more because the thing does have like some new tech in it. Like if you put like, I forget what they're called, on top of the analog stick, it'll register something in
NFC reader.
Yeah, there's NFC readers on the analog stick, so if you touch something on it, it'll register it on the game. So there's that, and then it'll probably maybe have the same functions as the Joy-Con. So if it can do that with a good battery life, then I guess maybe. Still a lot of money though.
If it comes with rechargeable batteries, if it's rechargeable.
Oh, they better not use batteries, I swear.
They did it to us with that damn Wiimote.
Yeah.
Not with a Pro controller though.
Yeah, not with a Pro controller. So Taku, man, go ahead. Get ready, everybody.
All right. These prices, they're a little too cray for me, but I do see where they're coming from because all the technology in there for the Joy-Cons. Now, for the Pro controller, it all comes down to what is actually in there. If it has like the same HD rumble and whatever fancy infrared nonsense they were showing off at the beginning of the conference, if it has both of those in there, that would make the price understandable.
No.
But at the same time, why would you put that in the Pro controller in the first place?
So, the PS4 controller, the PS4 controller has a touch-sensitive pad. It has a light bar, and it has a 6-axis gyrus, and it has rumble. That shit is not $70.
Well, you know what? I'm sorry, but I didn't interrupt you when you was talking, so I expected the same treatment. But you know what?
Oh, wow.
Yo, Dark Cloud, go ahead, take it away, man.
No.
What's on your mind, man? How you feel? What's good with you, homie? Can you dig it?
You can't say that knowing that there's other controllers out there that have.
Does the PS4 controller have HD rumble, my man? All right then.
We don't even know what HD rumble feels like. It might be a gimmick.
No, it is a gimmick, but that doesn't mean it's going to be like a crappy one. We don't know how legit it's going to be. We don't know how. I don't know, man.
Hey, I posted a link in the comments.
I'm painting a picture for you, Dark Cloud. You playing a racing game on the Switch. You're holding that controller. The rumble is exactly the same rumble you would feel if you was holding that steering wheel racing at 120, 130 miles an hour. Would that not be worth it, my man?
No.
All right, moving on.
No. Hold up. I'm gonna share the screen right quick. Let's make sure I do this right this time. Just application. Here we go. And we got to click on me. Present to everybody. All right. So Frag found this, and it's actually pretty good. You guys can obviously see this because I can see this. Right? Y'all can see that?
Nope. No.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you goddamn can. Don't lie to me. So that's the actual size difference of the Wii U gamepad next to the actual Switch, and then they have it with the controllers separated, and that's the size of it next to the 3DS XL. They had to put my Vita there, right? But the Vita is the smallest of them all, you know. Yeah, but those are the actual sizes. What do you guys think about that?
It's pretty interesting.
Yo, look at that neon though, bro. I'm keeping the neon. That neon is lit.
I don't know. It looks tacky.
It just looks kiddie to me. I went with the adult system.
But Dark Cloud has 6 kids, so he has a very reasonable reason to have that.
And that's the size of the cartridges. It looks like a Vita cartridge, but slightly longer.
Oh, okay, cool.
You see the game cases?
It's basically an SD.
Yeah, see the game cases look like PSP cases.
Mm-hmm.
It looks more like an SD card to me.
Man, shut your.
It's stupid small. That's what matters.
So
that's what she said.
Yo, but look at that neon though. Oh my God, I'm hyped for that neon though. Woo! I'm gonna walk around the airport.
Sorry to hear that.
Oh my God.
The only
need you to
reason-
calm yourself.
The only reason why he's excited because he'd be able to find it in his house. When his kids take it. That's why. He could spot that from like the other side of the house. Like, there's my controllers.
Hell yeah. So this is 32 gigs of internal storage. The actual tablet is officially 720p touchscreen. So no more rumors. It's also a 6.2-inch capacitive multi-touch screen, so multiple fingers could be touched on it. It's obviously 720p. And what is this? That they're comparing it to the Wii U. Look at that. So compared to the actual Wii U gamepad, which was 480, I don't even know what resolution that really is or adds up to. But yeah, but that's where the game card is popping in the top right over here. 720p. Oh, wait, hold up. The Switch will output 5.1, 7 through HDMI. Damn, bro. I was hoping that they would probably, if for the first time, do like a 7.1 game system or like an Atmos system, because I'm actually getting like an Atmos system. USB Type-C plugs right up in there. I don't know how that's going to work. Because if you look at how it looks, here, let me zoom in a bit, because I know somebody's going to be like, yo, I can't see, son. Is that good enough for you? If you look where it actually sits, that cable is going to have to be bent pretty hard for you to charge it and use it at the same time, especially if it's sitting down.
You're going to have to use it with the Joy-Cons connected.
Yeah, but when I'm in the airport and I'm actually on a flight charging it as I'm going, I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, if you're waiting for your flight for like an hour, you got enough battery time to play with the Pro without being plugged in.
True.
I mean, don't you only have to charge it for 30 minutes? Come on, man. What are you complaining about?
Yeah, and then the micro. So here's my thing: is the micro SD exposed, or is there a latch that covers it?
Probably the kickstand when you close it.
Okay. All right, look at this thing. This is a crafty piece of machinery. Just look at how compact that.
Just know that if you're buying Skyrim, buy a specific SD card to do the updates.
Oh, dude, you already know I'm going ham on the SD cards. Ham.
Because 32 with just updates alone, every game needs an update. That's gonna eat it up.
That's definitely gonna eat it up big time.
You going digital or physical?
Yeah. Being that I'm going back to cartridges and the cartridge is going to be that small, did they officially announce what's the maximum size of the actual cartridges are going to be?
Not officially.
Not officially, because a game like Skyrim takes up a kind of a lot of hard drive space. Not to mention, you did realize that let me stop sharing my screen. I don't need nobody to know my business. But you do notice that damn it, I completely forgot what the hell I was going to say.
What, they didn't say that it was the definitive edition? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the definitive edition.
I think they said the FIFA game is going to be based on the PS3 and 360 game too.
And I'm actually excited that we're not getting NBA 2K17. It's going to be 18, so it's not a rehash or a port down. It's actually a whole new NBA 2K.
Yeah, we're probably going to get it on when they release it for the other consoles.
Yeah, man. So I mean, I don't know if we got anything else. I'm actually pretty hyped. I'm hearing that the Switch games are going to be around $60, same price.
That's fine. If it was more expensive, that would have been a problem.
Here's my thing. It's $60 for a cartridge that obviously has better load time, no install on the actual system, unless I don't even think will they? Yeah, they will do. They did announce that for Splatoons. We didn't go over that new Splatoon 2. That they're gonna actually do a free deal. Not free. He did say they're gonna be DLC going forward. So there's gonna be stuff that's gonna be added onto it. They didn't show too much of the actual user interface. They only showed like kind of like the menu, the main screen where you slide between games. So yeah, man, like I think that this presentation was half-assed. We only got 20, 50% of what we should have been shown. Anybody disagree with that?
I think they purposely did it that way. I think they're going to keep showing like mini directs throughout the year. Like we're getting a Fire Emblem one next week, and we just saw the game yesterday. So I think they're going to keep sprinkling like just to keep the hype momentum going throughout the Switch. So that's what I think they're doing. I don't think they wanted to like shoot their whole load into one presentation.
But that's the thing, though. This is a brand new console. I think they should have shot their whole load because remember, we the hardcore, we need to be sold. No, well, not necessarily us in here, but mom and dads, they know it's a new Nintendo system. They saw it on Jimmy Fallon. They're gonna see it at Universal Studio. This shit is sold to parents and kids, regardless of what games is shown. I think that Nintendo should have shot their entire load into this thing, like no lubrication, looking at Jennifer Love Hewitt, butt ass naked, Angela, you know what I'm saying? Halle Berry bent over for Monster Ball type load. They should have went all in. Anybody disagree?
They should have.
I don't disagree.
They could have. That's another way of doing it.
I mean, but to be fair, Nintendo of America, they're all about seeing is believing. So that's why they announced the tour at the end where, hey, you can go to these cities and you can play the Switch for yourself. Like they can sit there and hype it up and advertise it all they want, but you know, at the end of the day, like you actually have to get your hands on it to really know what it's like.
I kind of, I'm gonna sound retarded saying this, but I kind of wanna. I don't want to play it at all. I want to have that entire magic the moment I take it out the box. I don't want to play it at all. I want everything to be surprise to me when I take it out the box. I want it to be a real life, like straight up, like wow, that's pretty awesome type of thing. Yo, and just for the people out there, because a 256 gigabyte micro SD card, SDXC, is $150.
Yep.
PlayStation 4 and Xbox come at 500 gigs of hard drive space, and that is definitely not enough. But like what I said earlier, there's no games that need to be installed into the system. Everything's on the cartridge unless it's a DLC or an add-on. How do you feel about that price of a memory card, knowing what's out there?
I mean, I think that's too much memories. Like you say, you don't have to install the games. You don't know. Another thing too, you don't know if they keep the tradition with cartridges, you actually do your save files in the game itself without using memory. So you basically will only need it for like updates or like downloading like the virtual console games, which they're not that big. If you're looking at like Super Nintendo games and like even Nintendo 64 games, those are a couple gigabytes, maybe, not even.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna have enough space. It's just the updates is what's gonna eat up the memory, honestly. If they do updates like the PS4 and the Xbox One, they're consistently doing updates.
Okay, I hear that. So about the entire press conference, you guys feel that it was shady, not shady, but half-ass. Takun, take it away. Like, how do you feel about the entire presentation? Because I didn't ask you guys.
The entire presentation just really felt like it was slapped together. And it didn't really have a real direction for it, at least from what I could tell. Everyone's just kind of running around, just trying to do the most. yeah, I don't know. The presentation itself was just completely out of whack. Like they threw stuff at the wall and they didn't even wait for it to stick. They're just like, hey, there we go. But, yeah.
I don't know if this is true, but somebody said that Breath of the Wild is 13.5 gigs, the game itself.
I could see it.
But Blandrew, the entire presentation, everything from the Switch trailer all the way up to what we know now and what we had to dig for. Do you think this was a sloppy job done?
It was definitely sloppy. Like I like the games that were shown at the event since most of them are pretty much the games that I like to play. But after that, it was like trailers were coming out left and right. We were getting new information. Even Mario Kart didn't make the stage, and I didn't even know what was going on with that. I had to find that out through Nintendo's YouTube. And we got things like Bomberman and Puyo Tetris and all these other games coming to the console. They should have definitely stressed the launch, like what we're going to be getting at launch on the stage, and just having developers up there talking about, hey, yeah, we're working on the Switch, but we got nothing to show, but here's this picture. I mean, it's cool that I know I'm getting No More Heroes 3, but yeah, the pacing and overall structure was just messed up, but I'm still excited.
All right, Ray, same question. From Switch trailer to presentation to what we had to dig for, what we had to find, leaks, all of that stuff.
They didn't give us all the.
You know what?
Necessary.
Real quick, give me a grade system from A all the way up to F. Like, what's your system, Blandrew? What did you give it from like A to F? Or from a scale of 1 to 10, everything from now, from beginning to what it is now, scale of 1 to 10 on this presentation, or everything we know about the Switch now and how it was handled.
As far as like how it was handled, I'd give it like a 6.
All right, Takun.
I don't know. It's like a 5.
5. All right, so right back to you, Ray. So give me your opinion, and then actually give me like an actual rating number.
I mean, we got in terms of the presentation and what they talked about the console itself, a lot of good information, but most of the stuff we kind of already knew, so it wasn't like too new to us. Like it being like a portable system, it had the dock. It was the tablet was going to be 720. We all knew that, so it wasn't something like super crazy. The prices was great. But the presentation was like sloppy. It was like you gave me maybe 3-4 games that I cared about, and the actually ones that I care about, I got 2 of them got a trailer. The other one was just like, hey, we're making it, and then that's it. And then like the information, like how was the storage, what was the actual launch titles, by the way, that they only said 1, and we all knew that 1 to Switch was going to be a launch title. Other than that, they didn't talk about launch titles. And you're telling me a system in a month and a half from now and not talk about exactly what's coming out on day 1. That was not good. Not good at all. And I mean, they talked about the Joy-Cons, and I thought that was pretty cool. But other than that, it was just like sitting through the conference is like, huh? Like translators, like, like what's going on here? Like seriously, what's going on? What is this trailer? Like why I got a screenshot for this? And like, okay, cool, they're making it. Why you didn't show me more? I give the conference honestly like a 5, maybe a 6, but I'm shooting more for 5.
Okay. Mr. Frag, you're gonna have to give me more than a 2-word syllable on this one, buddy.
It was cool.
He gave you 3.
It was lit. Frag said, I saw arms, I was sold. The rest of the conference is a 10.
Yeah.
On your rating system, Frag, what do you give it?
7.5 or a B, either or.
7.5 or a B. You want to tell me why 7.5?
Not really. I mean, it was good. I mean, like I said, you guys didn't like the press conference. I liked it, so there alone.
I didn't give my take yet. You can't.
You did at the beginning of the podcast. That was the first question you pretty much asked. And yeah, you said you guys didn't like it.
Now, now that I get to finish, since people want to answer for me, um, I'm not gonna say I didn't like the press conference. They showed me more about the system I didn't know, but at the same time, there should have been somebody that works for Nintendo, obviously, in the U.S., like Reggie and his team, that should have looked and said, "Yo, this is what they're doing. This is all the stuff that they find out. This is the questions that everybody is asking. Memory, internal specs, all this other stuff." Nintendo should have been like, "All right, we can't go out and say the same shit that niggas already been leaking. Let's answer the questions that they were asking for, that everybody's making videos about." There should have been a PR team or a team that went out and looked for what do we know as a consumer. There should have been that. Other than that, I didn't like that middle section where they were introducing the developers working on the games. But I like the games they showed me. 1-2 Switch needs to burn, but I like the games that they showed me. I liked everything. No, I'm not saying everything. Then to end it off on that with Breath of the Wild, I was hyped. You guys saw how I was. I was extremely ecstatic. I lost my goddamn mind. And I literally give this conference a B7. That's all it is for me. A B and a 7. If you guys really want that scoring. But there isn't anything else to talk about. Like we already know about all the accessories that haven't been released yet. From I don't remember the company's name, Huawei or whatever it's called.
Hori.
The Hori. They got the joystick. They got that kickstand that I want. They also got that bag I want. But I don't think I'm gonna need that bag anymore, being that I'm gonna get that Legend of Zelda case. But I really don't have anything else to say, man. Like anything else you guys want to add? Like we went in on this. I just want everybody to know that I think this is about the realest Nintendo people in here. Look at everybody that's in here, including Bart. That is hardcore. He gave this presentation a 5, while there are Nintendo fans out there saying that this is what the fuck I wanted.
They would have put Pokemon in there, would have got a 10 with me. That's it. They would have put Pokemon in there, it would have got I would have got a 15 out of 10.
Bro, if they had Pokemon or Monster Hunter, instant 10 out of 10.
It would have been 10 out of 10. It would have been 15 out of 10. Like, that's the game I wanted to see. They confirmed that the game is coming out, yet they didn't show me nothing.
If the whole conference was just a dude walking up there saying Monster Hunter and then
walk out,
stage, 10.
Just drop mic. That's it. That's
exactly.
it.
Well, for everybody, yo, thanks for kicking it with us again, man. Like, I really appreciate it. And for the technical difficulties, I apologize for the technical difficulties. Kids are the devil's handwork at times, but yeah, man, thanks for kicking with me. So, Blandrew, shout out your channel. Thanks for stopping in again, bro. I really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you guys can find me on my channel, Blandrew. I make videos about Nintendo and Japanese games, so yeah, come check me out.
He actually plays games.
Yeah, I beat my games. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. And we got Ray. He doesn't have a channel, but this guy is a whore. The only dude I know that got Digimon and beat it, I think in like 2 days, I think it was, and had like 70 hours.
No, it wasn't 2 days. It was like a week. I did spend 70 hours in the game. I did spend 70 hours in the game. Yeah. When I find a good RPG, yeah. Final Fantasy, I put 80 hours in it, so. But Digimon was awesome. I needed another Digimon in my life.
All right, so Taku, man, definitely gonna shout your channel. I'm gonna post it in on. We're probably gonna do a few more collabs so people can start going over to your channel, man. Everybody, go over to Taku's channel. We're gonna do some more collabs later on. All that stuff, but yeah, man. Again, Taku, thank you for being on here. Shout out your channel and what you actually do on your channel.
So my channel name's Takun Hiwatari, just because Takun's always taken. But my channel, Nintendo news, discussions, opinions. Maybe I'll dive a little bit into gameplay, or I'll just have gameplay in my discussion videos. I'm still debating on that. But yeah, just overall Nintendo news and discussion, you can swing by my channel and find a little bit of something. It's still pretty new, but we're getting there.
And something I found out about Takun, he is not that diehard of a Nintendo fan, because if Nintendo does not have any Tales games, he will buy the other system just to play that game.
You hear about the new Tales game coming to the Switch, right?
No, I did not.
Yeah, they announced that they're working on a Tales game for Switch.
There we go. Oh, fanboy, let's go. 2 out of 10 presentation, let's go.
You getting Berseria?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
definitely. Day one.
Of course.
So Frag, go ahead, man. Again, always great to have you on here. You know, you're like the opposite of Colin Moriarty, that talks much, smart but don't say much, and got a smart ass mouth. But go ahead, man.
Were you mad, bro? I had nothing to add. Thanks for having me, and it was fun.
Yeah, definitely was, man. Anyways, people, yo, thanks for staying tuned. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, man, or I'm gonna come find you. I do find addresses.
You're running with that.
Yes, still running with that. For all the new people that don't know what that is, just type in dark cloud angry. All right, man. Thank y'all.